All right, my name is Ron Sundberg. I work with Rural Community Assistance Corporation, and today we're here at the Tolowa Dee Nation in Smith River, California. We're going to provide a wastewater tour, virtual wastewater tour of their MBR, membrane bioreactor wastewater treatment plant. I'm here today with Bill Fender. Bill is the lead operator. He's been the lead operator for what, 7 years now?
7 years.
7 years?
Right.
So he's got good knowledge of the system. We're going to go through each phase of this system, each process for you guys, and show you kind of how the system operates. Bill, you want to talk real quick about the service connections here and the amount of flow coming into the system?
Sure, Ron. Hi, my name is Billy. We have about 86 residential homes that are connected to. We have 5 commercial connections we have do about a flow of about 36,000 a day.
36,000 inflow coming into the system?
Yes.
Okay, great. So we will start out at the headworks and take you through the headworks to the activated sludge basins, all the way through the membrane bioreactors and to the disposal fields. Okay, we are now at the headworks of the system. So everything from the collection system, all the community, all the wastewater starts out here. This is called a drum screen. It's made from EnviroCare, and we pulled it out of the flow so you can see kind of what's going on. What this is doing is it's removing all of the grit, bigger materials, inorganics, that type of stuff. And it goes through a corkscrew in through here and then into a garbage can where we take it to the landfill. Everything else, all the organic material, moves through this system into what's called an equalization basin. Billy, let's talk about the smells. I'm in here right now. There's raw sewage down here. There's definitely an odor in here.
Right. For being raw sewage and being inside this facility, this building, it isn't bad out of the building. You get in, you can smell because it is raw coming through the lift stations and whatnot. But anything that cuts out of this building it does not permeate out as long as it's in here. It's pretty sealed.
In fact, behind us about 50 feet is a gas station.
Right.
And do you ever get any complaints from customers or anything about wastewater odors?
Yeah, no, Ron, no, we don't get any complaints. We also have a residence that lives right on the east side of us that has never complained about the smell or any kind of issue.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you. The next process we'll go over is the equalization basin. All right, we are on top of the activated sludge basins right now. Look behind us, that's the headworks that we were just at. In between the headworks and the activated sludge basin, we have an equalization basin that's 25,000 gallons that further removes fats, oils, and grease, as well as sellable solids and anything that's floating. It'll leave that in the tank there. The effluent from that tank comes into our activated sludge basins, where we have an anoxic zone and then an aerated zone. This is where a lot of the treatment is occurring. We're removing BOD, we're removing nitrates here. You see that it's definitely sludge. If this is treated right, if it's treated correctly, you're not going to get any smells out of this. Billy, what would you say the smell resembles out of these basins?
It doesn't smell anything like a sewer. To me, it smells like more earthy dirt smell. That earthy dirt smell smells more inside of where the MBR system is. So out here, it's nice. It doesn't have any kind of unpleasant smell at all.
Yeah, we put covers on the basins. These were open basins at one time, but we have trees and everything around us, and we're getting leaves and pine needles as well as a lot of rain that we didn't want into these basins, so we covered them, which really helped out. It doesn't really do anything for odor control because we don't really need odor control out here. As long as we're taking care of the activated sludge, doing the correct removals and wasting and stuff, then it really just is a very non-offensive odor, more like an earthy dirt smell.
Okay, so we've gone through the whole headworks. We've showed you the equalization basin. We've been to the activated sludge basins. Now we're at the microfiltration system, the actual meat of the whole system here. This is we utilize the Z-Weed 500 microfiltration MBR system, and it is it's what 0.04 microns holes that it's being drawn through. Once the filtration has occurred, it's pretty much treated effluent that we can use for watering plants, irrigation, any type of reuse that we want. It's tertiary treated water. Billy, as far as operation of this thing goes, what do you do?
It's pretty easily plug and play. We incorporate 2 trains. Each train has its own cassettes. We either run one or the other redundant system, but it produces every 15 minutes, and then it back pulses for 45 seconds after that. If it needs to stay on, it will stay on. If not, it will shut down. Maybe the other one will come on. Majority of the time, there's always one running at all times. It runs about 30 GPM a minute. It is fairly easily operational. Not much O&M on the system.
How often do you have to pull the membranes out of the cassettes and actually do?
Manufacturer says every year.
Okay.
Once a year, pull them out, check all the strands. If there's any broken strands, you would separate the broken strand, inject some silicone in it, tie it off, and then off you go. It's pretty easily.
Okay. Any smells in here that are offensive to anybody?
No offensive at all. It's more like the dark earthy smell.
Okay.
It doesn't ever have any bad odors at all.
Mm-hmm. Noise? Any noise issues with pumps running? And I know you have some blowers in here.
Right.
Any issues with noise or noise complaints from neighbors?
No, we haven't had any noise complaints. Even in here, it's off right now. When it's on, it's about 70 decibels, if that. So it's not offensive to work around. Our on-site generator is one that gets the most noise from, but we don't have any complaints about it. But that's the loudest thing we have in here. These blowers aren't very loud.
Okay. Excellent. Great, thank you. All right, so we've been through the headworks of the system. We've been through the equalization basin.
Right.
We've shown the activated sludge process,
Yes.
the microfiltration process. Now we're inside the operations room, the lab operations room for the system. You see behind us, we have their SCADA system where they're able to basically operate the system remotely. You can turn pumps on and off, open and close valves,
Right.
pretty much do everything.
Yeah, if we have an alarm call out, they would call us out, and we can check SCADA on our phone or computer at any other facility we have, or even at home on the weekends or on call at night. This system is perfect for us. It works out greatly.
As far as effluent results, you do have a lab, you do some testing. What are your mixed liquor suspended solids?
Sure.
Your BOD levels in your effluent as well as your nitrates.
Okay, well, nitrates, they don't ever go over 5 milligrams per liter. Our MLSS is under 2 milligrams per liter. And our BOD is at 2.7.
2.7 milligrams per liter.
Yes.
That's some pretty high quality effluent that you guys are producing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice plant. I like this plant.
Okay.
It's the only plant I've been at, but it's nice.
All right, we're now at the dewatering press for the activated sludge. The activated sludge that's in our activated sludge basins. We have to waste that activated sludge every once in a while so we don't accumulate too much, and that'll throw off our treatment process. So what this is doing is it's taking some of that activated sludge, dewatering it, turning it into these little chips, and then they're able to put it in the landfill.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about this system, why you guys got it, how long it's been operating for.
We've had this for 2 years or so. Before we had this machine, we were calling our local rotor system company that would come out, I would say like between 60 to 90 days, that we would have to have them come and remove some of our activated sludge, which is, majority of it is water. So we would not really get the beneficial removal through that process. So we found this company, it's a corkscrew drive press, that it would come to the top and it just squeezes all the water out of it. The water drops down and goes back over to the equalization basin, or it gets back into the aeration system. The removal is about 17%. I mean, it's not bad. This is actual sewage waste, but as you can see, it can hold form, and this is great removal. It keeps us more self-sustained as a company, as a tribe, to become our own. We don't need to rely on Roto-Rooter or whatnot. We can do our own removal. We take care of our own waste system to the landfill. It's benefited us greatly.
How much did it cost to have the local pumping company come out and pump a load of activated sludge?
It's about 3,000 to 3,500 each time.
Okay. And that was every 90 days, you said?
Yeah, at the most, at the top end, 90 days.
Okay.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
We do about 2,000 gallons a day, roughly. We try to do maybe more sometimes. It depends on the VOD. It depends on all the TSS. You know, it depends how much we have in there, how much we need to remove out.
Okay. Okay, we're here at the disposal fields for the treated effluent. You see, it's a fairly large field. We have a monitoring well right here where we can monitor groundwater levels, water quality coming into the groundwater, that type of stuff. As far as land use goes, what do you guys do out here on top of the leach fields?
We don't do too much with this property. It's mainly for hay and silage. We just hay it cut it every season. A lot of elk come here. Wildlife come through here from the mountain, come down and graze on this, but it's just.
So you do have limited traffic, some heavy equipment coming on
Right.
onto the leach fields, which can be detrimental to leach fields. If you have too much traffic, you'll start compacting the soils and you'll get less percolation. So it sounds like you guys kind of mind that a little bit and
Right.
try to keep as much heavy equipment off of it as possible, but you do hay it once a year.
Yeah, right. We also this is our last station on this property here, and it's about 25 feet down. We check levels each quarter, and that's when we do a lot of our samples as well. So we monitor that level each time, and if I remember right, it was about 25 feet down last quarter.
Okay. And that is the end of our treatment plant tour. We've showed you guys the headworks and the screw press. We've showed you the equalization basin, the activated sludge basins, the microfiltration unit, the MBR unit, the activated sludge dewatering system, and now the final part of the piece of the process is disposal, and that's what we have here. So we hope you guys enjoyed our virtual tour, and if you have any questions or comments, we will be involved in the and the town hall so you
Town
guys
hall
can ask
meeting.
us some questions.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.